G'day guys, welcome back to Glen's Aussie Barbecue. Today we're having pizzas. So I thought I'd show you a quick little video on how I like to make dough. 1 teaspoon of dried yeast, 190 mils of warm water. Now I'm just going to set that aside now and let that yeast activate. Next stage, we get our mixing bowl ready, and I'm going to add 2 cups of 00 flour, 1 teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of raw sugar. I'm going to mix the dry ingredients through. Once that's all mixed through, make a little well in the middle. Now we add half of a quarter of a cup of olive oil. Yes, half a quarter of a cup. Now we're just going to slowly mix the oil in with the flour. And once that's combined, we just want to start to scrunch. We want to make little oil balls throughout the flour. So at this stage, it sort of resembles a shortbread. I have no idea if that's true. I've never made shortbread. So once that's nice and combined, you get little balls of oil through there. You can just feel them in your fingers. Going to set that aside and just wait for our yeast to finish activating. So it's been several minutes and our yeast has activated. I'm going to pour that into a little well. I'm going to spin this around because I'm right-handed, and I'm just going to mix that through with my spatula. Just want to combine the ingredients to a certain extent before I put it in my mixer, because it never really does a great job if I just put it in straight. Now this is supposed to be a wet dough, probably wetter than what you may be used to working with, or it may be the same, because I have no idea what you work with, because I'm not there. Now we get the mixer. Now we've got our mixer in place. I'll lock it in. Now hopefully the dough hook doesn't fall off, because I've been having some problems with this lately. Put it on medium-low. Now this will only make 2 pizzas. Normally I make enough to make 4, but I didn't want to eat 4 pizzas tonight, so I'm only making enough for 2. Always just give that a bit of a mix around, bit of a 1-2. You can see it's quite, you probably can't see it, it's quite sticky. That's how I like it. Give that a mix through, just make sure, get all that stuff off the sides. Don't go wasting it, people. It's gonna be fucking good. So I'm just spinning that for a few minutes each time. Clean off the dough hook, give it a bit of 1-2 action again, push it to the side so it's easier. If you do double the mixture, it won't have it stick to the bottom like that, but this dough is looking very, very nice, I don't mind saying. Very nice already, and it's not finished. Take it to the side. It's easy to pick up a little bit. Now keep in mind, people, I am not a baker. I like bread, but it probably doesn't make me a baker. But this dough is looking pretty bloody good. So I'm gonna give that one more mix, and then I'm gonna do the next stage. Beautiful. Clean up that dough hook now. Now you can see it's sticky. It's kind of like bubble gum. It's kind of exactly like bubble gum, but really nothing like it. So that's what you want. Something that's like bubble gum, but nothing like it. So now we've got our dough combined. All I do, I don't take it out, scrape the sides down, and I keep pushing, hopefully you can see that on camera, all the way around. What that does is pushes the sides down, and you start making a beautiful little dough ball. See how it's moving it around? So there's our dough ball. Going to lightly spray it with some olive oil. I'm going to cover this with Glad wrap. You can use a wet towel if you like, but I use Glad wrap. I'm going to put that somewhere warm for a few hours until we come back and start making pizzas. So that's been around 4 hours. So just get a bit of a coating of flour on the sides. What I'm going to do here is cut this in half. Going to pop this one back in the bowl and cover it back up. Dough ball. And what we do here is just push around the inner outside. That's right. We want to leave a nice, we're forming a crust. Don't push too hard. Now leave that center. And flour, flip it over. Repeat the process. One more time on the outsides. So here, we're just going to now flatten the middle down just a touch. We're going to start stretching our pizza. So put your hand underneath. And you just want to lightly stretch it. So you're not actually, you're dragging your fingers on the underneath. So you're not pulling on it, you're stretching it. You're not trying to lose that crust that you've just formed. That elasticity going, you can see your fingers through there. Go around the edges and see how your crust is going. Mine's not going that well. Now a real easy way to do this is basically just put your dough straight onto some baking paper, make your pizza on here. Very easy to transfer to the Kamado, pizza oven, whatever you might be doing. So that's what I'm doing today, I'm using my baking paper. So today I'm using my mother's homemade pizza sauce. Very rare. I might give you the recipe for that on another video. Some semi-sun-dried tomatoes. Why are they semi-sun-dried tomatoes? Is it because they just didn't finish the job? Wait, I'm videoing. Shh. Wasn't asking you a question. Yeah. Don't. And well, don't. Okay. It's hard. Rightio, so that's the pizza's done. Off to the Kamado. And the Kamado is rolling along at around 320 Celsius. We'll slide our pizza in there. In 2 minutes time, I'm going to pull that paper out. It's been 2 minutes. Now burp the grill. Pull this paper out like a magician. The edges have already started to puff up nicely. This probably take around 10 minutes, but after around 5 minutes, I am going to turn my pizza. Not flip, turn. And that's been a total of around 12 minutes. And we're looking good. Nice and puffy on the outside edges there, you can see that. Beautiful. We'll put that aside, let it cool, we'll slice her up. Oh, if there's one thing we love in this house, it's pizzas. It's probably one of our most favourite foods, other than probably steak, or chicken, fish, or lamb. It's up there, it's right up there high. Nice thin and crispy base, puffy edges where we made that, created that cornice and that crust. Beautiful. Hey, I've got a plan to make a bunch of pizza videos, all different types. So hit like and subscribe, and I'll catch you next time. Thanks for watching.